Back in Week 4, the Lumberjacks lost their previous game against the Caps. Can Canton finish the sweep? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
Now from the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Lumberjacks of Columbus taking on the Caps of Canton. Along with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin here. And Charles, we take a look at this Canton team as they get ready down on the field. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Scott on the return out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. These 2 teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing, Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lumberjacks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Jones. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing here on third, Bennett. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Scott to return it. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. On first down, Jones. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Algier will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the shotgun, here's Bennett. This is caught by Evans. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. That is his 951st NFL reception. So 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
On second down, Etienne once more. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you. No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Daniel Jones and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And he's had a hard time avoiding the interceptions of late. A couple last week, a couple more so far in this one. See if he can do better here as they start with a first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier. 18 carries, 62 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Jones throw caught here by Dosich. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw. Jones. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Now a 2nd and 10. Algier now up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He finds his man complete. That's Reeves. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Columbus with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Bennett now to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Malik Harrison in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. On the return is Scott. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Jones now throwing to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Reeves. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. Algier going straight ahead. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Jones on first down. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now a carry for Algier headed right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Call that a gain of 11.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They'll run here with Algier. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown! Nicole Hardman. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Caps have cut it back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Bennett now. In trouble, and he's taken down. Micah Parsons. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. Under pressure, they got him again. Andrew Booth getting sent in on the corner blitz and getting home.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded with those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 27 yards. And the Caps will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd down and 4. And Bennett will look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw here. Bennett. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. It was a terrific first half from quarterback Daniel Jones. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. The offense been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Bennett. Going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Bennett looking to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Logan Hall coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, he finds his man, complete. It's Reeves. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So they bring out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. In motion right is Pittman. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Bennett. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, Bennett. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And now off to the races down the right side. Travis Etienne, touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Out to his left. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the 1st down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Jones. Short throw caught by Dulcich. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Jones dumps this one off to Algier. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Bennett here out of the shotgun. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3rd down and 6. To throw is Bennett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. The Canton offense takes over once again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Bennett now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Logan Hall able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Bennett. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Starting the drive with Algier. Nice little juke. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Jones. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Algier. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Algier with another carry. Pushes past him, and they can't bring him down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off play action. Jones. He's got this to Algier. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. On the give, it's Algier. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Myers' kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Bennett to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw. And that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bennett now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Draw play, Etienne. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Scott to return it. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On 1st and 10, Jones. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Short throw caught by Dulcich. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down 20-17. A minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Bennett. It's complete. Lazard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Now Bennett. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. He's back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone's going to be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. They'll go for it. Here's Bennett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Canton, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Columbus, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.